You know,
No
he actually
really
didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during one period. And as long as you either full run the time through or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to be a 2-point prop and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Canyon right there unfortunately couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4. So we are looking to get into round 3 next. We can earn some more points. Every single set matters, right? Every game matters because there's a lot of prize on the line.
Yes, every single match is scored. The top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to 20, and then you have the 4th through 10th all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the silver llama. Funky Fighters currently have one, but who will be able to press with that?
Clytax, that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You can't just be trying to squeeze it behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Bensor and Drakias close by one another. Bensor gets popped through the blinds there. And wait, so he's going to take a couple shots. He said, does his truck belong here? He didn't miss, though. Good for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He can't save it out. Right there, there's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode, too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's swingy, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team. But you also need to set your feet there as Kororo didn't hit the crouch button. I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
Ryan, Chappie, and many others still in the running here. Just kind of peeking around. You see Tyler shooting straight through the curve. It almost looks like he's beelining his shots down the aisle there. Anyone trying to exit out. Zan sees the one pop up in the air, and I think he might have put that person out.
Nobody was watching that side. Fishman needs to communicate better right now. Nobody was covering that other side. We saw 2 teams. Right now, company still holding the lead. 100 points. All up on top right now. All of the guards, they're not slowing.
He's so fast. He's so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. But he's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to wait here and get the secure point.
So one important thing to notice, too, is Ryan is taking passes consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower. Because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover, and it breaks that sight line up. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car was not there. I know it wasn't. If you're flipping back and forth across that corner piece, it just breaks up your field of view a little bit more, and it's that much harder to try and figure out what's actually going to hit.
That's right, and oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge chuck in? Oh, he actually hit something there. He's going to sneak it right underneath, lucky for him. The shot did not come back in time, but just that big archery target was almost enough to kind of block him right there. Venos gets another large object in as well. That's another 10-pointer for the Llama record. Is fully processed here, so now he's at 130. And the Cuddle Crew hold the lead here, though. Can they secure it? All the Llama record company needs to not score right now, and they'll continue to kind of stay in the lead.
As you can see, Scissors is hitting a ton of shots. They're trying to get the retribution as the guard, and now we're heading into our final round of match number 2. So we'll see who the guards are, see what the stakes are, and who will be able to take that #1 spot. Again, first place, $55,000, and that much closer to Silver Llama number 2. And again, we have the Cuddle Crew and Llama Record Co. up on defense. Let's check out that scoreboard. And Cuddle Crew, Llama Record Co., first and second. Who will be able to overtake them? And they're so close to 5 points separate. It's a battle for first and second.
Yes, Lackland and the rest of his team are trying their hardest. They have to stop people from scoring. The Chicken Champions get up. They can just easily snag this away, but for now they know the Llama Record Company cannot. They can't take them over.
Ooh, I Thought he was going to shoot that car. He knew it wasn't. Nice. Finds the box right around the corner and then gets another one right after. Blind fire through the shade as Rubius is looking to post up there. Spanish YouTuber trying to find a way in, trying to lead his team, and they've overtaken the Llama Record Co. with plenty of time and are tied with the Cuddle team. Any singular point now will put the Chicken Champions as our match 2 winner. They need one prop.
That's right, they're so close here. Magma trying to hop on over. Who's it going to be for the Chicken Champions? Who's going to be?
Do you think they get a 2-point prop? They have the scoreboard in front of them. They know they need only that. Do you think they run one in, or do you think they stay with what they're doing right now?
Honestly, I think they're just going to stay with what they're doing. It's working. Why break the formula here? They have over a minute to do so. And just like that, they are going to
that will be it. Yes, brilliantly done. They're overtaking them. And now the question is, can the Little Whip Warriors get enough in to catch them? It's a 25-point spread, but you can get that. You have 4 runners. You can get that in a single run if you're well coordinated enough. Will they be able to catch up, or can the Chicken Champions edge it out and be our match 2 victors?
That's right, because the Cuddle crew is now bunked out. The Chicken Champions are holding it. Little Whip Warriors have scored, though. 1 minute left here. Uh-oh. Raven's Revenge coming up as well, as is the Fish Fam. This is actually getting closer than we would have thought. They're close to pushing out the Cuddle crew and the Llamas.
Yep, and Little Whip Ninja also getting the 5 points there. Will be able to overtake. Don't forget, you don't want to end up 4th to 8th. It's all about at least breaking in the top 4 to get a little bit of the differentiation there in the prizing. But the Chicken Champions are pulling ahead. They're keeping that 25-point difference so far between the Little Whip Warriors. Little Whip needs to find a coordinated run with 10-point props in these last 30 seconds, or they're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Bensor running that statue and trying to lock up everything he can for the lead, and he's being extremely patient with it. Taking a corner run, finding everything he needs to do. Little Whip does get a 5 and a 10, and they're still now only 20 points behind, but Bensor is going to be able to lock that one up from there. 5 points, 25, 15 seconds left. The Chicken Champions are sitting pretty.
Yes, that's right. If the Little Whip Warriors don't score big right now with all big props, it's going to be all over in 3 seconds, and it's not going to be enough here because the Chicken Champions, they actually pushed the lead even further.
Did you see what happened in the last second?
They did score.
No. Raven's Revenge grabbed the 2-point prop, hard ran all the way through, got it in, right? And then that pushed them from 4th into 3rd. When we talk about every little interaction mattering, that was it. But the Chicken Champions, one might be able to say that was excellent. They were able to tend to defend that title for the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot to contend for the set 2 line.
You can see the excitement there on their faces as they just realize, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. The Junkyard Juke could be ours.
You can see they're still talking gameplay right now. Like, they want to know, what can we do more? That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because there's 3 matches for each one of the sets, and a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention, and if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes a victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Raven's Revenge kind of sneak up too. Need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round, so you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the final moment.
And hey, hats off to whoever's call that was on Raven's Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you're able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutch it up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So, thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy, and it worked.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you can go and then waiting for the spot?
taking it very patiently.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do. That's what we expected. So.
Very well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, you know, all the fans something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real, gentlemen. Congratulations. Best of luck going forward. Sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to the gameplay. Shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, he wanted to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. The team in his dumpster. I don't know, that normally that would be a good thing, but in this circumstance, hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another prop to Kyoto as well. The only, or one of two controller players here, you know, in the creative finals, so very nice to represent for those guys as well. And again, just showing that he's got the moves out there.
He had the moves, was able to find the right angles, and now we've seen some developments from match 1 to match 2. What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
Last one, honestly, I've never seen someone using those points right there. But with that bridge up over to Bala, we'll take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and props they have available to them. So with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've...
Great. Follow for that great breakdown, listening to the comms. That's one thing I hadn't considered. I always just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now, but these guys all along on talking, have one guy counted out, that guy's just like a metronome, make sure he has it.
clutch.
Bounce?
This could be clutch here from Kuto. Just gets to the top here, and then he needs the bounce pad. Yes, perfect. Just the coin now. He gets it.
There it is.
9 minutes and 23 seconds ahead of the Ravens' Revenge. Still time on the clock, though, for the Ravens' Revenge to collect that last one. And what's impressive, too, is that 2 players have actually completed for it. The players up above, but now the rest of them, 1 second remaining. It's still going to be the Fish Fam, 5 minutes and 52 seconds, who take that one. That second map of the world run is down and done.
Man, mad props to the Fish Fam. They did it in almost under 5 minutes, right? They came out at that 5:25 mark, 5.5 minutes. Now, Funky were right behind them. A little longer, right, at that 9:23 mark, but still, they got all 30 coins. If we have to go to tiebreakers, these 2 teams have 1 more coin than everyone else up at that 29 mark, so that could very well make a big difference heading into tiebreakers. But again, Fish Fam, way to show up. I respect it.
It's crazy, the improvement from game 1 into game 2.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. Ravens' Revenge, obviously, in the first match coming out ahead, but Fish Fam clearly improving all across the board. It wasn't just one person. It felt like it was the entire team, because that time was unbelievable. That's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, we'll have to see who else can do it. Again, you know, Ravens' Revenge had a fantastic showing. Funky Fighters showed up there at the last moment. And then, obviously, the Fish Fam. But don't forget, you still got players like Turtle over on Sunshine Soldiers. Everyone, all of these teams have someone that's going to get them very, very far, right? We've seen that. But now the question is, heading into this next match, what does that mean? Fish Fam have already completed it. Funky have already completed it. Raven have gotten close. Does that mean we're gonna see another 5-minute timer? Could we see it even faster?
Good question. And what Ravens' Revenge needs to figure out how to end the match, because if they don't, then they won't be able to get ahead. They won't be able to close out, especially as other teams go ahead. Fish Fam knows how to complete it. They've proven that they can complete it, and Funky Fighters as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for now, let's send it over to the stage where Pookie is standing by with the Fish Fam. And Pooks, real quick, ask them what their favorite fish stick is.
You know, we can't always make it all about you, but I am down here with the Fish Fam. It is, dare I say, official. They're the first team to take a victory in the death run. I'm going to start here with Suzu. So you were the one that essentially clutched that victory for your team. How did that feel?
It felt great. Like, at first, I choked the bouncer, and I thought I choked the level as well. But then I figured it out, and I picked up the coin. I was like, wait, this is it? Let's go, baby.
It definitely looked like you were in a little bit of a precarious situation there for just a second. Was your team coaching and helping you that whole time?
Yeah, they kept track of the coins that we picked up. They kept motivating me, like, you got this, this is easy, we got this, we got it in the pocket and stuff. So yeah, that felt great.
Awesome. Now, I'm going to come over to you, Scissors. We all know you are the veteran of death runs. You have been doing this from the very beginning. It must be an absolute honor to be here on the stage today competing, being able to help these guys out, pulling through to a victory. Game?
We've got the strategy on lock, and obviously it's awesome, you know, helping these guys, but they're helping me win. They're the real speedrunners.
Well, I mean, it is a team effort at the end of the day. All of you have picked up coins. Sand, I'm just going to go over here and talk to you really quickly. Now, I mean, this Creative Cup, what does this mean to you as, you know, a creative champion?
I mean, I'm not a champion yet, but maybe, yeah.
Maybe one day. Well, thank you guys so much for staying here, hanging out with me. Best of luck in the next run. Zeke, back to you guys.
Look at that, the Fish Fam ready to go back in. They're already getting their heads back in the game. Also, great pun, Pookie. Also, I'm upset with you that you think this is all about me. What is wrong with you? All right, though, anyway, what kind of takeaways do you think these players can make heading into the next game?
Well, the takeaway that I take out from that is that they were all supportive. The interview, they said they were supporting each other, keeping track of the coins, and pushing their Suzu ahead, making sure that they're encouraging him. But for everybody else, I think the takeaway is, how do we beat that leap of faith?
Yeah.
That's the one that everybody's gotten stuck on. They've wasted a little bit of time at the double danger, but the leap of faith is really where everybody needs to close out, especially the Ravens' Revenge, if they want to get that silver llama.
Well, we'll have to see how things unfold for them. Very quickly, though, let's take a little break here. Let's send it down to Cam for his insight. Sundown, what you got?
Zeke and Bala, and we're gonna take a look at some of the kind of strategy that goes into it. But first, all of these competitors who are here, who are competing in this world run, have had an opportunity to get there. It's been incredibly stressful. There's a certain amount of kind of mental edge you need to get through it. So let's kind of take a look in and how these competitors prepare for what was a world premiere and first appearance ever. Let's take a listen in and how these guys are talking and getting ready for the match.
Oh, they only have one llama.
Just absolutely amazing there. You can tell Ninja and then the trendsetter right there throwing the peelies in the air, but also big shout out to whoever that was on the Llama Record Co. I saw you there hitting the llama bell. I got you. But now let's get into some of what happened during the World Run, some of the kind of cooler straightaways and, you know, some of the tough challenges that you face. So first, right away, here's a run coming out from Chappie of the Raven's Revenge, and this was one of the first obstacles you hit. So you can see he's on pace with everyone else, but what makes this so great is how efficiently he transfers this over into the castle jump. Is barely able to delay. This is one of the toughest first things to get when you reach it. This is his first time ever seeing this jump. No problem. Hats off to you there. And then what does he do right away? Gets into the trap trigger and he's able to get them. Notice how as soon as he goes, he is quick flicking his camera back the other direction and gets all of those so consistently able to get it. Now, we saw a smashing success on their first attempt. Unfortunately, the Cuddle Crew had a little bit of a harder time when it came to that castle jump. It's okay, this could have been my replay and I wouldn't have been lying. So many of these, they're so incredibly difficult because you think, oh, I want to maximize my height up, but you have to get it out with the correct trajectory. Now you can see Ninja able to get through the speed part of the run and then over the top. This is towards the back half, and look how well he's able to then trigger those traps and get through. But the Fish fam were the ones who were able to make that incredible run on the back of Suzu. Now this was from his first run when the Ravens Revenge were able to get it, and if you look at the timer, next time he faced this, he about finished the course. So an incredible job from him to make sure he is pushing the limit with what they're able to do. And you can also see the level of communications. He knew he messed up right away, and then he immediately communicates to his team. He's like, hey, you gotta run and then go up. Now you're in kind of that double trouble area trying to get the triggers, and this is where they got held up for a significant amount of time. A lot of the competitors not being able to bait the chaps correctly, and now we're over with the Ravens Revenge, who were able to power through this. Again, this was from the match number 1, and you can see how he's using quite literally every single space available to him, including the rock, including the jump off the side with the airstrafe to then get up to that leap of faith, which is such an incredibly hard challenge. And only having 2 teams full completed it after the 2 runs, when all of these players are such strong death runners. You can see the Fish fam. Look at the timer on the clock, 5.5 minutes, and he's so quick going through it, and he's precise. He lines it up, he takes a step, and he goes. My question is now, between Suzu and Zen, they were so incredibly good last game. Can they beat that time? Can they keep pressing the pace, and will they be able to do it better? Because when you get up here, you have to do everything right, find the lineup, not miss a single one of your drops, and then get the final coin. Was able to then double back and grab it there off the launch pad for that 5:52 time in the #1 spot in match number 2. This is now the second time we've seen the World Run, and we asked the question before, what happens in run number 3? Can the Ravens Revenge get over that last obstacle of the leap of faith, or will everyone else start pressing up higher and higher and being able to challenge him? Match 3 is about to be underway. We're going to throw it back inside to Zeke and Bala. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sundown, that insight. I mean, he's asking the tough questions. What happens in match number 3 of this set? You know, again, Fish fam, you saw, I kind of touched on a little bit earlier, you want to have as many people up on that leap of faith as possible so they can just sit there and rotate around. But before we hop into this next match, Bala, I think we probably want to take a look at the standings. You want to see how things are going for all of these players together. And of course, you want to take a look behind us. We've got Fish fam up there in first place from that last match, walking away with a nice chunk of change. Ravens Revenge there in second, Funky in third. Don't forget, Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions both have silver llamas, and that's going to play a big factor later on.
everybody needs to make sure that Funky Fighters do not get that last Silver Llama, because then they are out of contention if they don't have a Silver Llama. Because Chicken Champions don't really mind, because they have another place to play. They are kind of out of contention for this Silver Llama right here, but still, so many different teams have an opportunity here. The Raven's Revenge, the Funky Fighters, Sunshine Soldiers with the Fort Turtle, and then the Fish Fam as well, able to collect it. So we are going to get into the next game of the World Run, the last one of the set.
Here we go. The timer is counting. We've got 10 seconds before the gates open, and they start the run. Scissors, you can see the focus in their eyes a little bit there of Turtle, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Run commences right here, right now. The players are out the gate. Here we go. The first run, Taco, Taldak, they're right out. Ninja falls, unfortunately. So does Kotu. Zan there looks like he's making upper with Tyler. Magma, Kororo, they are just neck and neck. Again, you know, it just goes back to once they figure it out, they're just going full send.
I want to see who gets out to the early lead here. Suzo, the champion of the last one with Fish Fam, is a little bit behind, but again, he has the opportunity to catch up when he starts getting to those more difficult obstacles. Right now, it's not looking like anybody really taking a huge lead, a huge advantage, because we all saw how proficient they are in these early stages. Really, the first obstacle that stumps most people is this impulse jump.
Right, here we go. Don't forget, this is that precision impulse jump. You can do it forward, you can look away. First jump, unfortunately too shallow there on both sides. And both from the Fish Fam will be going down there. I saw there on the left, there is actually a team that has made it across. You've got Raven's Revenge, who is in the castle. And I believe it was actually the Llama Record Company that are also at the castle right now. Fish Fam, the Cuddle Crew, Raven's Revenge, Sunshine, and the Funky Fighters. And now the Llama Record Company all have 11 coins.
See the castle run, how fast they can get through there as a team. Also very important, as most players are now getting through this first difficult impulse jump. Looking for anybody rising up, looking for anybody completing this trap obstacle course inside the castle. If they can collect those coins fast, the players who get fastest through the castle and really collect all those coins are, in my opinion, the people who are leading the pack.
Yeah, I almost think like, should you just like as a squad grab, like send one person to each thing and just like very quickly grab all four, and then as a squad go up, right? So that you have more chances going through every single challenge.
Obviously depends on how many of you actually get to the castle. What a time there from Scissors through that one. Is he going to be able to finish out that impressive performance? He's got a couple of jumps still to go. One.
No way. I will.
2, 3. Scissors showing off why he's one of the best at these types of maps, but way ahead of him, his teammate Suzu, leading the pack again. So this might be a better time here for Fish Fam.
All right, man. Scissors, that was insane, dude. Again, like these guys are so good, right? Once they figured out, they can just do it. It's almost like muscle memory. You see Suzu here. Now, if Suzu's smart, he waits here for Scissors to get across, and then once Scissors gets across, he can start triggering the trap. He's going to opt to say, look, you know what? Let's just go. I'm trying to get the coins. We need to rack up as many and as quickly as possible, because don't forget, last game, they got that 5.5-minute time on lock. They still have another 1.5 minutes going off of last game, right? If they can do it again, it's going to be huge.
Waiting for the chiller on his feet to get off before he goes forward. Now he has full reign onto this one. If he one-shots this, he's putting himself in such an amazing time. He's kind of letting his team do the rest of the work. A one-shot here from Suzu. Is it possible? Getting through the door? No, just short.
Shallow.
But he did not go all the way back. He's continuing the recovery on this run. Not quite enough.
Man, Suzu putting everyone in his fishbowl, saying, don't worry, fam. I've got this. Gonna jump down, first trap. Second trap, hop across, take a step back. Nice. Oh, there's actually someone else there. Is Scissors there with him? This is huge, though, if Scissors is there, because look, they can hop through together. Suzu can trigger this and then get Scissors there where he needs to go, and then there will be two members trying to get these traps. Unfortunately, too shallow.
Making the same mistake there on that bouncer. The speed pad up into the bouncer. You see he's trying to keep his back towards it so that he can make sure he hits the bouncer on the right point that he wants to. Kind of has it memorized at that moment, but a lot of teams starting to catch up right now. So you know, starting to lose the pace that they had in the first game.
Ooh, don't slide off, don't slide off. Unfortunately, slid off. Now look, Sunshine Soldiers, they're already at the 28-point mark. So are Raven's Revenge, with Fish Fam right behind them. Everyone else is tied right around 25 coins. Oh, and look, they actually sent Flytax forward. He's trying to make it to the Leap of Faith. So he's left his teammates down behind, saying, look, just gather the coins. I'm going straight to Leap of Faith. That's the 1 point we know we need.
Magma up ahead as well for the Ravens' Revenge. And the record of the map by Fish Fam has gone past. That was 5 minutes and some. And we're now down to 5 minutes left total. Magma making sure that he makes this jump. He doesn't want to waste time. I think he might have the confidence here. Just got to bounce off the wall. No.
Short.
Not yet all the way through. If he can do this, he is clinching himself that Silver Llama.
Stewart, okay. Yeah, these momentum jumps, very difficult, or neo jumps as they're also called. You gotta be really precise, really, I mean, you have to be very calculated with every single one. You got Chappie over here, you've got Stewart across the way as well. And look, you can see Suzu there too. I mean, there's so many people here that are already at the Leap of Faith. And look at the rest of the teams, right? Even the Funky Fighters, Little Whip, and Llama Record Company, they're at 26 points. They're closing in on that Leap of Faith.
Sunshine Soldiers adding their name to the hat of people who are trying the Leap of Faith. Stewart, not quite making it through yet. Magma right now feeling a bit of frustration. He feels the pressure. He knows that he has to try to make this, try to get this last coin ahead of anybody else. Clytax has joined the fray as well from Cuddle Crew.
So you can see too that Clytax is, while Stewart is using his camera, while you jump forward, you whip your camera in the direction you want to start moving. Clytax is doing the opposite. He's actually just using the momentum from his movement abilities, just like his keys, to get him where he needs to go, not even touching his camera at all. Two different ways to approach it. They're both about the same. It just depends on which one you're more comfortable with. Magma here. He's in a good spot. Great ricochet there. All right, just take it easy. Nice. All right, good lane.
Almost. The tires?
He's going for it.
Yes.
He's just going for it. Could he be the first one? No, Sunshine Soldiers have actually already done it with a 6:23, and Raven's Revenge there with the 6:36. So Sunshine Soldiers sneakily got it, but still a great time from them. Don't forget the first round, they were the only ones at 29 coins.
What a close race, though. All four teams who were up there on the Leap of Faith have now completed it. The Cuddle Crew still need one more coin to actually finish the entire thing. Clytax feeling a little bit of pressure. He needs to start supporting his teammates. And then the Llama Record Company sitting at 27 right now. I think this is one of the first times we've seen them towards this double jeopardy, towards closer and closer, edging their way at the Leap of Faith. The Cuddle Crew have completed, meanwhile, just past 7 minutes. So the standings right now are shaking up with all of these teams being so close together. Can't wait to see where it is. Still, every single placement here matters. Chicken Champions, Funky Fighters, Little Whip Warriors, and the Llama Record Company all at 27. Who is going to come out on top in this four-way race?
And don't forget, this really does make a difference, right? They're all competing for prize money, so being able to come out ahead of another team, that's going to secure you more of that pot, so they have to be very careful, right? They have the 2 minutes left, but man, to see all these other teams, 4 of them already get that third coin. Like, you know, we saw that first game, it was like, oh man, Raven's Revenge is the only one at 29 coins. Everyone else is not even close. Second game, the story is Fish Fam and Funky Fighters. Now, we've got 4 teams that have gotten that 30th coin. Insane, especially how close it is. Like, even look at Raven's Revenge and Fish Fam, right? Just a few seconds difference.
And all that could mean a huge amount when we look at the standings at the end of the match. But meanwhile, nobody yet up to that Leap of Faith. Oh, actually, Kuto. We saw him finish the game last time for the Funky Fighters. See if he can do it again. He's got 1 minute and 15 seconds to do it. Came in second, just behind the Fish Fam in their record-breaking run. Can he do it now? All pressure on him.
And I mean, you gotta look, right? All of his other teammates are still being eliminated, right? They're trying to get up there because, again, just more shots you can take at the Leap of Faith, the better, right? The more chances you have of securing that 30th coin.
So many teams are approaching this Leap of Faith now. You can see in the background there's at least 3 teams up here total. Could be also some players who have not yet finished the map from the other teams. As Chappie sits there, Chicken Champions making their approach. I'm wondering, Kororo, if you do this last one, you are going to beat out the Funky Fighters. And that could mean huge placement in terms of the prizing at the end of this. 30 seconds to go.
All right, wait, he's made it. Okay, look back down. Okay, it's fine. Small jump.
Got it. Last jump, and he's got the coin too.
There you go.
So the Funky Fighters finish up ahead of the Chicken Champions. Kororo, fortunately, is going to fall shy. But at 29 coins and 5 seconds remaining, I think that's going to be the end there for this. These are the standings as they are. The Chicken Champions come out there. And what an amazing run it was.
Wow, 6 teams secured themselves the 30th coin. Night and day situation coming out of that first world run we got to witness. But look, smiles all around. Again, in case you're just tuning in, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. These are the very best of the best from the creative side of Fortnite. And they're all joined here by their team captains and facing off for a prize pool. And these games have not disappointed. The world run, honestly, I take it all back. I thought we weren't going to see a 30th coin. I'm a liar. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
They smashed it.
These guys are the best of the best. Fish Fam, Raven's Revenge, these guys showed up hard on this world run. Absolutely incredible performances, 2-time finishers all the way through. And now we also have to be able to think about what these standings are going to look like at the end of the day, because it was close, right? Raven's Revenge, that first one, and then getting second, and then getting second again, could mean that they are in contention for that first place here in this set.
Yeah, I mean, so Raven had plenty of 29s, right? They came in second, I think, just about every game except that last one. You got Fish Fam. They had the fastest time of 5:25. In that last game, we saw Sunshine Soldiers, though. They had a 6:23. So it depends where they place in those other matches, right? What does that mean for all these standings? Don't worry, we're tallying everything up. We're breaking it all down, and we'll have that for you as soon as we are ready to do so. But man, the world run was dope. That was super fun. It was like we were casting golf. Oh, takes the shot, and he sinks it.
Sinks it first. Absolutely crazy. The tension at the end when everybody realized that they needed to make that last jump was just awesome to feel. The crowd was feeling it too when you made it towards that last one, when they finally made it through that last tire, or making their bounce all the way through, just like flying through the sky for that last coin. Felt good. It's got to feel good for these guys.
Yeah, and I think too, being able to just key in on different players, right? It wasn't like it was 4 Turtle. We saw in that first run was dumpstering everybody else. Then it was like next game there was different people that were really showing up. Even that last game, right? Scissors, the straight back-to-back just crushed 3 or 4 obstacles in a row. It was insane. But for now, let's go ahead and send it over onto the deck with Pookie Face. She's standing by with the Sunshine Soldiers. So Pooks, what you got?
Hello, Zeke. I am down here with the Sunshine Soldiers. They're the most adorable team, in my opinion. They are coming from all corners of the globe. They've come here to compete today. Now, so far, you guys have, there have been a couple of struggles, but the day isn't over. We still have the remixes coming up, so keep that in mind. Do you guys have a new strategy going into the remixes?
That's top secret. Hidden information.
Yeah. Information, that's it. And you, coming all the way from Spain, it's so lovely to have you here, Daniel. What has it been like to...
I'm actually from Mexico, not Spain.
From Mexico, sorry, from Mexico. What has it been like to be a captain of your team for the Creative Cup?
Yo amo a estos chicos, en verdad creo que no puede tener mejor equipo, estoy demasiado contenta de tenerlos conmigo y estoy súper feliz por la experiencia.
I feel really happy. I couldn't have a better team, and I'm super excited about this experience.
That's incredible. We love having you here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to come over here and talk to you super quickly. Now, you're one of our youngest competitors. So being here, seeing all of your idols today, that has to be exciting. When you told your family that you were coming here to compete at the Fortnite Creative World Cup, what did they say?
They were just super happy for me, and they was really excited, and yeah.
Do you want to keep competing in these massive Fortnite events? Do you love this?
Yeah, it's really good.
And finally, down here at the end. Now, again, all of this diversity is incredible. Now, you're here just essentially to compete at this event, but not only for that, but you're representing your country. So how does that feel? Is that a lot of pressure?
Yeah, there is a lot of pressure, and it feels amazing. Even though there's the pressure, it also feels great.
Well, you guys are doing an incredible job. Best of luck to you in the remixes. Gonna throw it right back over to the casters.
Man, Pooks, you are not lying. They are adorable. They're all so happy to be here. You love to see it. Man, the Sunshine Soldiers again. Mad props to them for coming in with that 6:23 time in the last.
Estás aí? Abonné. Direitas.
Estava a ligar os fones. Está-se bem? Então, estavas a ver o torneio ou quê?
Já, a PlayStation ligada por ter.
Porque eu mandei convite.
Eu vi.
Depois eu estava a ver o torneio também.
O Lucas também mandou boés e eu mandei-lhe, só que
estava a jogar com o Lucas, só que mandei-o para o caralho, foda-se. Oh, foda-se, eu vou atrás do gajo, mato o gajo, apanho o loot dele, começa a dizer, eu não tenho balas e isso, apanhaste tudo. Sabes como é que é o Lucas, né? Pô, caralho. Então joga sozinho, deixa o gajo sozinho a jogar. Estive a ver o filme do Kazan. Ora bem, o que é que eu tenho para fazer? Virar o
Deixa-me só acabar este. Vai acabar rápido, só tenho uma sniper.
Vivo amigo em 3 partidas. Bem. O aniversário falta dos mais competentes. Vai começar a dar-me chumbada nesses gatos todos. Tenho que trazer a minha fisga outra vez. Ali começar a dar padradas deles. Alas com os gatos daqui. Não, é brincar. Só a ver se a minha fisga ainda não. E a minha fisga, coitadinha. Como é que ela está toda parecida? Deixa lá ver se ainda tenho a pontaria. Os gatos. Afinal tenho a pontaria. Caralho, sou melhor que a fisga do que no Fortnite, caralho. Tá cá. Olha, foda-se. Foda-se, eu estava muito podre. Fodeu. Ei, deixa eu comer lá fora. Sempre, claro. Ele é um porco de merda. Imagina o nosso, né? Aquela roupa toda e é. Eu já nem digo nada. Vai pro caralho. É muito rápido.
Bota.
Este deck assim é bada fixe.
Yeah. É bastante porreiro.
Não, eu tenho a trocar.
Ainda não me teste preparado, sabes disso?
Não, já tinha posto já. Estava a ver ali pronto. Anda falha.
Eu já estava a pensar, não vai dar erro, afinal.
Porque eu já tinha carregado, ali estava pronto e não vai dar mesmo.
A mim continua-me a dizer que não estás.
Mas está à procura. Espera aí, eu vou...
Sai, eu mando-te convite, espera aí. Coisas aqui. Agora está sempre a dançar, é verdade, como disseste. Não vai. Ele não vê. Vês o meu boneco a dançar?
Não.
Não, yeah. Ele está sempre a dançar. Sem parar.
Está bugado.
Yeah. Quando sais de um coisa e estás a dançar, ele continua sempre a dançar.
Estou a achar estranho este boneco não estar a sair. Eu às vezes vou ao menu e entro, já está outro boneco. Isto é tudo bugado este jogo.
Já dançaste nos bolos todos?
Já.
Ainda me faltam 3 ou 4 e nem sei onde são.
Fiz ontem.
Quer dizer, eu sei onde eles são, mas não sei em quais é que já dancei e quais é que não dancei.
Pois. Isso é que é pior.
Acho que vou fazer os últimos 3 ali. Já é esses 3 que eu vou fazer aí do deserto. No deserto há 2.
Cabana, no deserto, já.
Portanto, vamos aqui já a este. Aqui é este. E daqui descemos aqui a...
Esse é em cima do monte. Vamos por aí, tens para aqui outro. Para aqui
E há
aqui outro.
O outro é assim aqui atrás.
Tem outro aí atrás, mas tem um para aqui também.
Vamos a este.
Mas, pronto, vamos a este. Já.
É que eu não sei quais é que fiz e quais é que não fiz.
A gente vai fazê-los todos. Foda.
Vou parar na plataforma e depois vou lá ter.
Tá bem.
Vou
e as
parar.
fatias, já comeste?
Conseguir, sim. É só o que me falta, é só isto.
Os dois também já fizeste todos?
Sim.
Foda-se. Senhor. Olha, vou voltar ali.
Ok, marca aí o chegou.
Ok, não vejo cá ninguém.
Ainda é longe, provavelmente não vai haver ninguém. Olha ali. Como é que é, diga?
Quantas que é, Fred? Tenho aqui mini shields para... mini shield, o shield dos grandes.
Ok. Como é que é, diga? Tudo bem aqui? Quanto tempo?
Outro dia estava a entrar, estava a sair.
Andas desaparecido. Até aí já estás melhor aqui?
Já, também já fiz férias.
Então as férias melhoram tudo, caraças. É bem, é bem. Começamos agora isto vai acabar minimamente rápido. E aí vamos jogar. Em dedecas, vou já até ao outro.
Vai já para a guerra?
Vou ao outro bolo.
Vamos atrás de ti.
Apanha uma bola. Tentei ir lá em cima e apanhar uma bola, foi o que eu fiz. Já viste, se quiseres.
Aqui lá, aqui para falhar. Falhar aqui. Uma bola. Só vê lá, o Ruben, está lá bolas?
É lá pelo menos duas. Onde é o bolo aqui?
Eu pesquei. É? O boi delas, de certeza. O que é que construíste aqui?
Tenho aqui gajos comigo.
Foi?
Eles basaram, de qualquer das maneiras já fiz, só me falta um bolo. Agora falta saber em que sítio é que é. Que eu acho que deve ser o do Shifty. Ainda por cima está dentro. Vamos ao de Shifty. Vou tentar ir ao de Shifty. Cuidado que há gajos aí, ali no meio.
E aqui, na quinta, já foste?
Em Fatal?
Yeah.
Normalmente sim. Vamos experimentar primeiro o tal que eu estou a dizer em Shifty.
E do lado também já foste?
Pá, no lago não tenho a certeza. Está aqui gente. Não vou conseguir fazer. Estás muito longe de mim?
Eu acho que não.
Ui. Não me disparam.
já te vi.
Cuidado, não estou para ti agora. Não. Não. Perdi a minha bola.
Onde é que eles estão?
Estão lá ao pé da fogueira. Eu vou buscar a minha bola. Vou lá buscar a minha bola primeiro.
Deus lá em cima.
Pumba! Logo me acertou.
Ah, filha da puta. Oh, já fui.
Os gajos jogam bem. É que os gajos jogam bem, já.
Eu estava a ir levar com eles. Ele aí. Está a vir mais gente.
Mas eu sei, eu queria te apanhar a tua carta, não? Mas não sei se... Foda-se. Que cena. Bota, bota, bota. Diga.
Yeah.
Faleci. Acabou-se. Bota. Falta-me um bolo, meu. Fusca. Agora, saber onde é que eu não estive. Tá, pessoal?
Ouviste a tua mãe, não? Como é que é? Ah, não soltei, pera.
Não posso esperar.
Já estou aí. Mais vídeos bacanas.
Eu vou diretamente ao bolo. Diz Verdi.
Tem aqui uma imagem a dar o campeonato.
Posso tirar?
Tens que tirar, isso dá para tirar.
Mais ao menu e tiras.
Yeah. Olha, do AVEC. Como é que é, Pedro?
Então, meus.
Então.
Foda-se, depois de 50 mil invitações.
Eu estava a ver
Não mais dizer que não me gramas. Yeah. Sim, é só criativo. Criativo, depois vem duas, depois vem solos.
Já estava aqui, gajo.
Vai aí aquecendo as ideias, ó Pedro. A gente está. Acaba este.
Umas ideias bem bacanas.
Tu percebeste o que eu quis dizer?
Então, mas é só ajudas?
Tá.
Vai chegar aqui para ajudar o pessoal.
Eu não consigo fazer nada sozinho, tenho que meter ajudas, caralho.
É como eu.
Vocês vão ficar aí muito tempo?
Muito tempo?
Vou ficar aqui para ver, cara.
E o Big
que já
também?
foi?
O Big normalmente fica sempre até às tantas da manhã. Bem, afinal este aqui já tinha. Se calhar é o de fatal ou
Olha, agora anda à procura das prendas.
É? Então,
das prendas não, do caralho dos bolos, pá. Fosca-se. Bem, eu vou lá no instantinho. Se não for o de fatal. Se não for o de fatal tem que ser obrigatoriamente o de Dusty. Porque o de Dusty estou mesmo na dúvida, eu acho que não foi lá.
Vamos lá agora. O Dusty, onde é que é o Dusty? O parque agradável é o quê?
Dusty?
Dusty. Amarelo. Não sei o que e foi errado.
Estou fodido. Nem sabe onde é que é Dusty.
Eu tenho isto em português, caralho.
Calma, que eu com som sorte.
Não, tenho isto em português, sempre tive isto em português. Olha o caralho, foda-se.
Tenho gente comigo.
Nem francês, nem nada. Olha, Samérico, meteste aí no AI.
Já que não caiu. Merda proibida. Já que não caiu. Mohamed. Matei o Mohamed.
Estou a ver. Recolhe de precisão, sim senhor. Morri. Ai. Oh, Deus.
Nem é Dusty, nem sequer é Dusty. O coisa é assim aqui. O que é que eu estava a dizer? Estás todo cego. E um squad inteiro acima de mim. Está bem, está amanhã. Estou com 86 de vida. Está bem. Amanhã se nos virmos. Eles vêm todos atrás de mim, de certeza.
Estou aí, pai. Atrás de ti. Eu não vejo ninguém atrás de ti, meu filho. Eles estavam no esqueleto.
Era este que me faltava, está feito.
Eles estavam no esqueleto.
Não, olha eles aí a ir para a plataforma.
Estou aí para o esqueleto. Eu estou a vê-los, está ali.
Estão a chegar em cima de mim.
Eu estou a ir aqui ao gajo que está aqui, no esqueleto. Eu estou a vir para aqui, como eu disse no começo, eu já estava a vir para aqui, filho da puta. Eles a subir. Todos a subir.
Tenho um gajo comigo. Precisava.
Vou apanhar aqui a cena. É, estúpido merda. Ele está onde? Lá embaixo?
Não, está aqui em cima comigo.
Ah, foda-se. Viu a carga fedido. Olha, fica aí embaixo, fui para o caralho.
Eu também já fui. O outro mandou abaixo. Ele sabia que ele tinha glider, mandou-me abaixo. Morri de queda. Desejo-te boa sorte.
De açúcar, meu. Tu ainda não reparaste isso?
Eles jogam bem.
Ainda não reparaste essa merda, meu. Foda-se.
Aí está o Pedro. Estamos falecidos, morridos.
Leva lá o computador para o teu quarto.
Matados.
Leva isso para o teu quarto. Ah, tá, com aquela merda.
Isto foi muito rápido que foi só para eu fazer a missão.
Vai lá buscar um copo de água para o pai, se faz favor. Isso é lá daqui, meu. Isto está cheio de açúcar, tu nem limpas, meu. Vai buscar um copo de água para mim, se faz favor. Foda-se.
Quer dizer, primeiro fodes-lhe as orelhas e depois pedes-lhe para ir buscar um copo de água. É fodido,
Não
gajo.
tem que ir, é de castigo.
Foda-se, tem que lavar as mãos.
Olha o outro, olha, também andou com as mãos no açúcar.
Outro. Obrigado, já tenho mais um.
Já ganhei picareta.
Pois eu também. Bem, os de aniversário já estão todos. Agora é só estes.
Bem, vocês
Estava
só
a
têm...
lavar o meu manip, mano. Estás escorregadio como o caralho, cheio de merda.
Não precisamos saber o que é que andaste a fazer.
É da punheta.
Que é isto?
Pois é, tens que ir fazer a Vocês têm que saltar todos e eu tenho que vos reanimar.
É como eu.
Está feito, eu mato-me, tu reanimo, mas tu matas-te e reanimo.
Tranquilo. Então, é preciso dar.
É para a missão.
É três amigos, é 3 vezes no mesmo jogo ou...
Não. Em partidas diferentes, mas assim vamos fazendo.
Então eu mando-me já de uma montanha, tu vais-me salvar e depois eu mando-me tu.
Calma, muita calma nesta hora. Vamos primeiro, tipo, lutear um bocado, ter armas, ir para um sítio que tenha fogueira.
É pá, eu se calhar vou deixar o Lucas jogar com vocês, mano.
Então.
Não, fica tu.
O outro filho da puta está-me só a foder a cabeça também, meu. Olha agora estou a ver isso e estou a ver o torneio ao mesmo tempo.
Tens de tirar nas opções.
Tens carrega start e vai lá abaixo e é isso que te aparece.
Sai daí. É aqui. Olha, já vazou. Ele nem fala, ele entra, nem fala e depois vaza.
Quem?
O Lucas, o teu irmão. Ele podia ter dito qualquer coisa.
Pá, eu deixei-o agarrado ainda há bocado. Sei que ele se foi embora. Agora buscar água.
Já está quase morta.
Eu já coloquei 2.
Está aqui, mataste.
Não.
Para aqui uma, meu. Vamos lá para baixo.
Tá aí um gajo?
Já, matei.
Ah.
Tem aqui um shield lá. Ah não.
Como é que é, Decas? Só tu espera. Sobe aí, sobe, olha aqui, estou aqui. Sobe aí, olha aqui, anda. Aumenta, peraí. Passa aqui, não vais para aí, anda para aqui. Salta aqui que eu vou-te lá reanimar.
Oh! Ai, motherfucker!
Oh, caralho. Agora esperas por mim e depois tenho aqui bandagens, vamos meter as bandagens e vamos para a fogueira.
Bandagens. É isso.
Ok. Então, espera aí por mim que eu estou a chegar.
Manda-te, carinho! Oh!
Olha, então, como é que tu morreste e eu não me morri?
Que estupidez, porque eu saltei, eu cheguei lá e ainda saltei.
Eu também saltei. Então qual é a diferença? Aqui já está feito. Porquê? Então temos aqui tanta fogueira, já ficamos a 100 outra vez. Bora, vamos para a fogueira e vamos meter as bandagens.
Mete as bandagens primeiro.
Olha aí para ti. Menos uma já fica feita.
Olha, está feito. Vamos embora. Tem que dar tudo.
Então podemos ir embora quando quiserem. Os outros quantos mataste?
Não matei nada.
Tu mataste um, Pedro?
Já.
Eu matei 2, portanto o outro se for preciso anda para ali para baixo. O gajo nem veio buscar as cartas nem nada.
Vamos embora não? Aqui é um campo de futebol.
Estou a ir aqui abaixo também. Está aqui um cofre.
Mas já ainda não tenho caçadora. Ui.
Há fight aí? Foda-se, Dedeca, já estás a levar nas trombas, não é?
Logo uma equipa, meu. Apanhei logo aqui uma equipa embaixo.
Também lançaste tudo sozinho, sem ninguém. Pô, deixa-me matar um gajo ao menos, meu. Estava lá as kills todas. Olha aí. Ao menos uma.
Olha o meu cartão.
Já não tinha era balas, ainda bem que foi.
Está do outro lado dessa merda toda.
Vais apanhar, Vic?
Aí.
Ainda bem que acabou aqui essa merda. Oh.
Eu estou aqui para te salvar a vida, pá.
Ah, já apanhou. Já apanhou.
Tem bolas pequeninas vocês, pá?
Tenho algumas, sim. Está aqui.
Tenho a boa da balas da R, se precisarem. 300.
Se me das algumas, eu sei.
Tens balas snipe ou... Como assim? Tens balas snipe?
Metade das minhas, toma.
Já? O quê? O quê? Eu tenho essa skin já, pô. Dá para dar boa de tiros.
Então e o Leban? Temos que dar vida ao gajo.
Já, meu. Vamos a tiltas, não?
Vai. Isso que eu estou a ver. O dia vai mesmo. Tu leva uma coisa para as ruas, vai para a rua. Cala tu, ó caralho. Cala.
Estamos?
Ali que é a zona.
Ok.
Ao rio.
Então se temos que reanimar tem que ser rápido.
Não, mas isso é a máquina.
Olha, está aqui uma ar verde.
Dá jeito.
Ficas apaixonada pelo aspirador. Yeah.
Ouais.
Ninguém tem um
mais la
launchpad?
différence c'est pas beaucoup, hein. C'est un point.
Ah, bah c'est aqui uma manifestation.
Après j'ai l'impression que la bleue elle touche plus loin.
Yeah. Do meu lado.
Aqui fight.
Vixe, olha esse cachorro.
Tu vois, je suis toujours vers la gauche. Moi je change toujours avec ce mot. Je tire, je suis en train de
Esse
tirer, je change.
esse gajo tem que ir para a rua.
Je change.
Já. Acabaram de reanimar e há aí gente, portanto vamos embora, vamos embora. Vamos a Shifty. Conseguem vir embora? Pedro? Diga, anda embora.
É rua. É certo.
Embaixo de nós um gajo. Embaixo de nós um gajo no túnel de baixo. 25, 24, está solto, está de ranho, está de ranho, está de ranho. Um tiro e ele morre.
Agora aqui embaixo.
Pode ficar metralhadora, caralho.
Não, é tudo.
Ei, pá, minha...
Bora, Big.
Pois, o Big.
Que essa vida.
Vou tentar ir ali a Shift e dar vida ao Bebecas. Vou tentar ir a Shift e dar vida ao Bebecas. Há lá gente. Há aqui gente, Pedro. Eu acho que... Já. Estão ali à frente.
Se a casa está, como é que ele não vai estar? Pois, ele baixou. Este anda aqui a sacudi-lo, mas anda a pedir para cima.
Dedeca, estou toda a vida, há aqui gente.
Eu estou a ver.
Olha aqui um mini. Estão atrás da casa à minha frente. Tens um mini aí, é? Apanha o mini e vai-te embora.
Estão em cima a subir.
Eia, com caraças, foram para o lanche. Normalmente é só um gajo ou dois sozinhos. Só... Ai, a grande snipada, meu.
É para ti?
Já. Mas foi atrás, foi atrás. Foi para ali, dali.
Está em cima da montanha. Está a voar.
Está a vir a voar.
Está um tiro.
Ah, filha da puta.
Não posso, pá! Tentei construir, só que estava lá devia estar lá uma parede editada e eu não conseguia construir. Olha, 18 de vida que ele estava, meu. Só que ele tem muito melhor ping que eu. Ele viu-me antes de eu vir. Já levava 9 kg o pandula.
Hã?
Isto da vida aí é mesmo a morte do artista, toda a gente vai aí, mano.
Sim, não. Eu consegui dar. A cena foi que esta equipa estava a fugir também da tempestade. E passou por aqui.
É muito inocente.
Já.
Coitado é de mim. Até levar com essa merda. Ele não vai para a cama? Só de todo lado. Aqui, ali. É biokill. O biokill dele é rua. Vai ser o biokill dele. Rua. Coitado, então ele vai e vem. Quando quiser vir comer, que bate à porta. Arranho. Não, tem que tomar um comprimido antes de ir para a rua. E uma coleira, para saberem que tem dono.
Quando é que marcaram?
Da sorte.
Nem vi. Saltei, mas não vi.
Tirei logo. Assim que saltaram, pensei que a gente tinha visto.
Eu vi e saltei.
Ai, não há stress.
Ah, tu vais para aqui dentro.
Tem aqui um lama. Só para mim. Um mini em mim.
Tenho.
Aqui.
Tenho 75.
Já. Está tudo feito, vou pôr no caralho.
Tu fartaste no instante.
Isto está tudo feito. Vou estar aqui a fazer isso.
Está tudo feito. Eu é a primeira casa que estou a entrar ainda.
Pois, também eu, já fui a outra, estava feito. Não é só os copos. Simplesmente entrei noutra casa, já estava toda feita. São 3, há aqui 1000 casas.
Big, anda aqui a minha casa. Eu já sei. Big, anda aqui buscar isso. É para ti. Oh, Américo. Ah, já está, já está.
Oi? Não, já estou bem. Eu tenho 2 splashes também. Bem, não tenho caçadeira.
Tens uma gazinha, Paula? Ah, Paula.
Não está a falar o Big. Nem sei se me está a ouvir.
Ok.
Big. Outro? Ah, que maravilha.
Tens uma gaza?
Ó Dedecas, diz aí, não sei quem é que está para aí a falar, mas diz aí que nem é melão nem é melancia que engorda, é quem a come.
Olha, aqui também está um bom.
Ninguém quer o shield 50? Big já vou. Mais um shield 50. Eu preciso de uma shot, se alguém vir uma shot que me diga, faz favor.
Eu não tenho.
Ainda não tens também? Ah, estás.
Não.
Não, eu também não.
Mas ninguém tem shot aqui. Gajo aqui a chegar.
Onde é que está o Shield 50?